Lesson 9a, the anatomy of the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system has a reproductive role in creating and depositing sperm. It shares structures with the urinary system, allowing for the passage of urine and sperm out of the body. It also produces and secretes the male hormone, testosterone. The male reproductive system has both internal and external structures, and begins with the male gonads called the testicles. These twin structures are the site of sperm production as well as testosterone production. Within the testes, singular, is a series of tubes called the seminiferous tubules. This is the site of meiotic sperm production, which is a continuous process that occurs from puberty to death in a typical male. Testosterone is also produced in the testicles by special cells adjacent to the seminiferous tubules, called Leydig cells. Testosterone, which is also produced by the adrenal glands sitting on top of the kidneys, in small amounts by both men and women, is responsible for the man's primary sex features. The primary sex features are those that are directly involved in sexual reproduction, such as penile and testicle growth, as well as secondary sex features that are not directly involved in sexual reproduction, such as a deeper voice, muscle mass, and bone growth. The sperm produced in the seminiferous tubules still require time to mature to be fully motile and functional. This maturation process occurs while stored in a structure called the epididymis, found lying above the testes. In the epididymis, the sperm will express genes generating proteins required for fertilization of an egg, as well as gaining the ability to be motile and move, using its long flagellum tail. The production of sperm by cell dividing via meiosis is called spermatogenesis and takes roughly 64 days. An additional time of 14 days is required for the sperm to mature in the epididymis. The proper functioning of the testicles requires that they be 3 degrees cooler than normal body temperature of 37 degrees. To achieve this 34-degree temperature, the testes is housed outside of the body in a thin skin sac called the scrotal sac or scrotum. To exit the body, the sperm must travel from the testicles to the urethra of the penis. This thick-walled tube is called the vas deferens, or plural vasa deferentia. Each is approximately 0.6 meters long and passes 3 glands on its way to the urethra. The first gland is the twin seminal vesicles, also known as the vesicular glands, which produces 70 to 80% of the fluid of the ejaculate. The seminal fluids include fructose, which is used by the sperm for energy production, but also includes prostaglandins, the chemical that promotes reverse contraction by the woman's uterus, and the softening of the mucus that is found within a woman's vagina, which increases the sperm's ability to move up into the uterus and beyond. The next gland is the walnut-sized prostate gland, which produces a milky white solution that is basic in pH, which helps counter the acidic nature of the woman's vagina. The last gland is the bulbourethral gland, or the Cowper's gland, which is another pair of exocrine glands that secretes about 4 mL of fluid, which acts as a lubricant for intercourse. Finally, the vas deferens joins the urethra of the urinary tract. This common path for urine and ejaculate, called semen, is approximately 20 centimeters long and travels the length of the penis. This table summarizes the male anatomy of the reproductive system and the task of each structure.